we are back for a live stream, and let's wait for some people to come in, and then we'll share for the video. So for tonight, guys, we'll be having a special live stream as we'll be having an A.M.A exclusive on the channel for a new game under High Blockchain, which is WOO. So
Ooh,
WOO stands for Wrestling Organization Online.
yes.
So on as our guest, we have a special guest. We have the founder of WOO. We have Bookerman.
What's up,
So let's
Hey,
Booker?
how
just
you
share.
doing?
So let's just share for the live. Let's just wait for some people to come in. If guys, if you have questions, let us know as well, so that if and when you have questions, we'll get back on that, and then we'll be asking Bookerman with regards to your question. This is an A.M.A, so you could ask any question. Well, it could be on the game itself for WoW, or for if you want to get to know more about him and other aspects, let us know. So we'll just share for the live stream at the moment as we wait for other players to come in.
Yep.
Let's go, let's go. Uh,
Right, so how you doing, Bookerman?
Share.
I'm doing well. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning for me, so it's still early in the morning. But
Mm.
no, I'm doing very well. Just getting ready for my trip coming up. I'll
Oh.
be traveling down to see Perry Saturn, former
Oh.
professional wrestler, to give him his cut of the profits we took in during our pre-sale as agreed upon.
Mm. That's cool. That's cool. Anyway, we can discuss
Yeah,
more
one of
about
the
that
big
later.
things with Woo is we want to help other wrestlers that are coming up and other wrestlers that are retired from wrestling at this
Mm-mm.
point.
So, with regards to that one, Perry Saturn used to wrestle under what organization?
He wrestled for many organizations. He wrestled for Extreme Championship Wrestling (ECW). Then after that, he moved over to WCW, and he was in WCW during its prime. And then after WCW, he went over to the WWF, which later turned into the WWE. He's also wrestled for TNA and New Japan Pro Wrestling. So he's been in
Oh,
basically every big promotion that's existed.
Mm.
nice,
Nice,
nice.
nice, nice. It's good to know.
So
Yeah,
shout
he
out. We
actually.
have. Go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say, actually, when he was in WCW, he actually was a part of his match with Raven was at one point in time the highest viewed segment on all of television in history.
Oh,
Mm.
So
wow,
that's a pretty huge accomplishment.
wow. So let's just shout out our viewers at the moment. We have Cornelius V. Good eve, Boss Ulti, Boss Fleers.
Good evening.
Actually, we're rebranding Jan at the moment. So he'll be known as Jan F. Dong
Yes.
for the information of everyone. And then, let's go, says Siopaw na walang laman. Grabe naman yung Siopaw na walang laman, ano?
Lugi.
So, let's just wait. So, guys, for Cornelius, Siopaw, and for the other viewers that are in here, guys, kindly share the live as we have our special guest, Bookerman. If you have questions about the game WoO, so WoO is a new game under Hive. Good Eve. Oh, this is Bleer from Decipher. And Bleer is one of the players earlier when we were live streaming in Wolf's Den. Bleer.
Mm.
So he's one of the Pinoy players who played for Splinterlands earlier.
Yeah,
And by
yeah.
the way, Booker,
Congrats.
let us ask guys if Booker is also playing for Splinterlands. So, Booker, have you been playing Splinterlands as well? It's on Hive as well. A game under Hive.
Yeah, I've been playing Splinterlands. I started playing Splinterlands. I can't remember the exact date. I'd have to look back at my profile, but it was when Untamed was for sale and land was still $20 a plot, and you could actually buy land from the website. Um, and so I started. This would have been right before the GameStop stock went launching and Dogecoin went for a run. So this was right before. So this would have been like springtime. That's when I first started playing. I bought about 20 packs. And that at this point they were $2 a piece. They weren't $4.
Yeah.
And I bought 20 packs, and I ended up getting a legendary Phantom of the Abyss, which I love that card. It's a really good card. But no, I play a lot of Splinterlands right now. Since I don't have time to sit down and really grind the accounts. I have my bots set up and I run about 6 different accounts, all in Silver 3, because in my mind, I just don't see it making sense to go anything above Silver 3. Like, say, for example, say you're playing Gold 2, that's 150,000 collection power. You'd be better off running 10 separate bots at Silver 3, and every season with daily reward chests and season rewards, you'd be getting 420 reward chests every season, as opposed to 22, and then you get like 4 or 5 for the dailies, 5 or 6, I think. So yeah, you actually increase your profits by a ton just running more Silver 3 accounts. But I got about 6
Yeah.
different accounts that I have playing, where uh, uh, I think the biggest chest I ever got was a 300,000 DEC chest.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's huge.
that was last month. I think it was. I think at the current prices, it was just over $100 in deck.
Yeah. Wow, that's huge.
Yeah,
In
I
terms of
play
the reward.
Splinterlands. I have for a bit, and honestly, I have nothing but good things to say about Aggregate, and Splinterlands. They really, really set it up for without Splinterlands, Tribal Decks, and Hive Engine, Woo would not exist right now. They make it so possible for others to come into the space, create their game, and actually get it out up and running. Our community grew greatly due to our Splinterlands giveaways, where we'd give away gold foil cards. We've been doing a lot of gold foil summoner giveaways lately, and that's really, really helped our community grow. Right now, we run weekly Splinterlands tournaments, the Woo Saturday Slam. That's been doing really well. About 74 people joined this last one, and you're able to win some SPS and also Woo Alpha packs. And it's been a lot of fun. You also get your deck returned if you join the Discord and just put your name in the tournament log. So, like I said, Splinterlands has helped us greatly in growing a community. They are also the whole team is a bunch of great people. I actually also work with Splinterlands. I'm a video editor and a writer, and I actually helped. I was the final finish editor for the Imagine Dragons video that's currently playing at the Imagine Dragons concerts this year.
Ooh.
Ooh.
How was the experience? How
Nice.
was the experience?
Amazing. Nate's great. He's the creative director. Nate, so I work under him. He's really great, really nice guy. Aggie is phenomenal. A mint human being. He is. I have nothing but good things to say about Aggie. Any interaction I ever had with him has been phenomenal. Not only that, and this is just on a personal note. Um, I'm a part of a guild in Splinterlands with some of my friends, and one of the guild leaders, unfortunately and sadly, passed away. And
Oh.
Aggie, this that same day, found out about it. Someone I don't know how he found out about it, but he messaged me that same day to, give me his condolences. But also, he made a post in the actual Discord in the announcements, talking about it and just, he's just a really good human being. He really is. So I have nothing but good things to say about Aggie. He's phenomenal. I can DM him on Discord. He'll get back to me right away. Just a very good human being. And I've told him that.
Mm.
Nice, nice. So with regards to who how did you start creating the game for Woo, and I mean, is it just now, or how long have you been formulating for the game?
So it's actually been quite a while. I've had an idea for a wrestling game in my head for years.
Mm.
And this would have been in the summer, late summer, so uh September ish, I would say. I was talking to one of the people that is on the team, Munchies McGee. We were just discussing the game, and I was telling him what I would want to do. I had a good idea with like how it would all go together, and when I was telling him about it, right away he's like, "Well, wrestling, is there even a fan base for that anymore? Why don't we just do gladiators?" And I'm like, "Oof, you don't seem to understand wrestling," which is fine. And so I explained why it would work so well in wrestling. I explained how the game would work, and then got him on board in September. We started onboarding more people, but it wasn't until November that we really made the Discord and the Twitter and everything just kind of took off from there. But this is something, like I said, I've had in my mind for years. But wrestling organization online and that specific concept and everything has been going on since September.
Mm.
My
Nice,
biggest thing
nice.
is I wanted to because I was inside the wrestling industry
Mm.
for many years, and I knew many professional wrestlers, both in the big leagues and also in the independents. I saw how many people, and these are just workers, they're just people that are doing a job. And in America, they're independent contractors, so they get taken advantage of in a lot of different ways. And I wanted to create a platform where we could bring awareness to it, and not only bring awareness to it, but actively work to change it and improve it.
Oh, I have one
So
question.
with regards to go
I
here.
see. I see. Um, do you play the wrestling game WWE 2K, something like that?
Yeah, I actually just bought the newest version of 2K, and that
Mm.
was another reason why I thought this was a great time. WWE 2K22, I think it was, or
Yeah,
23,
yeah.
whichever one just came out. It's 23, I think, because it's always a
23,
year ahead.
23.
So in WWE 2K20, that was a glitchy, horrible mess. That
Yeah,
game
I
was
agree.
horrible. I've played every single wrestling game ever since like Nintendo 64. I've bought every single
Wow.
wrestling game, and I could see that there's many aspects that weren't getting touched on. Like the fans were screaming for a GM mode for years,
Mm-mm.
and no one was listening to them. And so that's where I thought, hey, there's an area where we can come in, give fans what they want. We know what they would want because, we're fans too. So basically, make the game we would want to play, and others will want to play it also.
So
Awesome, awesome.
my follow up question with regards to this one is that when you say it's an independent contractor for the wrestlers. Could you explain it? I mean, is it like in a contract wherein it's only paid for the day, or is it for a long contract? This is just for the
So
viewers to know.
yeah, so independent contractors, in America, what that would be like truck drivers, people that in independent contractors are usually not for people that are working 200, 300 plus days a year. And the benefit that WWE gets by their wrestlers being independent contractors is you don't have to pay them health insurance. You don't have to pay them any benefits. You don't
Ooh.
have to treat them like regular employees. So to get rid of an independent contractor is very easy. You can just end the contract. To get rid of an employee, you have to go through human resources. You have to go through appropriate steps, and you can't fire them for certain reasons. Independent contractors, you could just get rid of them whenever you want. So they don't have the security that a normal person would have that works as an employee, but they are also there so much that they should be considered employees. The biggest thing is they should be getting health insurance. The the amount of damage that wrestling does to the human body is actually pretty insane. Every time they take a bump, and what a bump is like, when they fall back on their back, it's
Mm.
when they get body slammed. Every time that happens, it's like they're getting in a car crash at about 20, 30 miles an hour.
Oh.
Um,
Mm.
the amount of damage that is done to especially the joints, the hips, the shoulders, and your neck is rather insane. And also, when you think about it, your brain is floating in your skull, which is basically just a jar full of water, and your brain is just sitting on the brainstem floating in there. Every time your body slams down, your brain's moving and impacting your skull. So then you'll see, especially with people like Chris Benoit, you would see that his brain is smooth because, and also not only smooth, but in the front of the brain or the back of the brain, you'll see that the brain has impacted the front of the skull so many times that it's become flat, that it's no longer rounded. It hits it and becomes
Hi,
flat.
Jonathan here. I'm
And
a content creator.
I'm sure you can imagine what that does to someone's brain. That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then with especially with the hips, a lot of people in wrestling have really bad hip problems. I mean, look at Scott Hall. He just passed away recently, got hip surgery, and he was trying to increase his quality of life and reduce his pain. But instead, he ended up knocking a blood clot loose that caused him to have a heart attack 3 times. And
Ooh.
unfortunately, he's no longer with us today.
Oh.
Nice. What do you call this? We have a question from the viewers. So first, let's just shout out to our viewers. We have a total of 12 viewers right now. We have Kiko Kicks Ronquillo, Arthur Rivera, Hold My Cards, Anondat, EB. We have Stray Games from Project A. Shout out, buddy.
Shout out.
We have EB, It's Me Japs, Hold My Cards, and then we have Zelaya Videos. So we have
Oh
a
yeah, I
question from
recognize some
Arthur.
of these names.
Yeah. So we have a question from Arthur. How does the minigame works? When will it be released? And is there an exact date of the release already?
Yeah, so the mini game he must be talking about is the Battle Royal mini game, which we just updated our roadmap, and we moved that forward. So the mini game for the Battle Royal is coming out in Q2. We don't have an exact date we can give you yet, for the simple fact that I don't want to give any dates for something and be like, oh yeah, we're going to get it out by this date, but I have no idea if we're going to get it out by that date. I would much rather know that something works, and then give them a date. For example, when we gave the date for the pre-sale, we already had the packs where people could open them. All the NFTs were minted. We had the website, so that was months and months before we actually even we had it ready by the time it was announced. So we were never stressing and worrying like, oh, are we actually going to make our deadline? Making deadlines is incredibly important for me. I don't show up late to things. I'm always early if there's a meeting. So I like to make sure that I can live up to the expectations. So that mini game, we haven't given an exact release date yet. Once I feel comfortable that we're going to be able to 100% hit our release date, I will, at that point, I will then post exactly the date that it'll be released. But how the Battle Royal minigame is going to work is and that's all going to be right now. Currently everything is going to be single player, so we're not going to have multiplayer integrations right away. We will be working towards that, but I think people understand that, hey, it's better to get a product out there that we can start looking at and messing around with, and then you start adding in the extra features, more characters, more accessibility features, multiplayer and stuff like that. So how it's going to work is it'll be a single player experience. You'll pick one wrestler, and it'll be of the male single wrestler type. You pick one wrestler, and then you will battle against the remaining wrestlers in a battle royal match. So everyone is in the ring at the same time. And they're doing moves to each other. When a player's hit points gets to 0, that is when they are eliminated from the match. So it's going to look really cool. I'm getting back the rest of the artwork for stuff today, actually. So I'm excited for that. But then also when it comes to game release, again, we didn't release an exact date. Right now, alpha gameplay we have listed for next year. But one thing that everyone has to have in mind, what we're looking to do here is we're looking to do territory wrestling on the blockchain. And with that in mind, you can't have territory wrestling on the blockchain without land. So until our land is gone, we will not be able to have the full game up and running for the simple fact that you need land for people to run shows, and also the land is going to produce rewards for the people. So, for example, if you run a show on a plot of land that's been upgraded, has really good stats, you're actually going to increase your rewards. So more people are going to want to go to that town and run shows there, increasing the rewards for everyone. So again, until land is fully released, the game there won't be a full version of the game.
Yeah. In terms of this one, we are showing on the screen right now my collection, which I opened for the 10 packs. We have a good combination already for the one that we opened. We have male wrestlers, female wrestlers, and then we also have tag team and the managers. So could you explain what does these cards do in terms of the male,
Yep.
female, the tag team, and the managers?
Yep. So again, when we were talking about just a moment ago how you would go to a town and run your show. So for example, say you pick a town that you're going to run your show. You press book show, and then what you're going to do is you're going to actually start at the show screen, and you're going to have 4 matches that you need to choose your wrestlers for. And just kind of like Splinterlands, how there's a mana cost when you're picking the cards you're going to play, there's going to be what we call a budget, a show budget. So every wrestler is going to have a cost, and you can only spend so much money to run the show. So that's going to help you determine what cards you pick. But how it goes is there's 4 matches, 3 undercard matches, and 1 main event match. The undercard match will be a 1 male, 1 female, and 1 tag team match. The main event will be random if it's another male, female, or tag team match, and it's going to have a special rule set. Maybe it's a cage match or a hardcore match. And so you pick the characters that you want for those different matches. And then with your manager, that is an optional card, and the managers are incredibly powerful. So you can use one match or one manager on one match per show. So you're going to decide, do I want that manager to help me win the main event? Do I want it to help me win the undercard? Because the undercards are worth 1 point apiece. A main event is worth 2 points. So to win the show and take the gate, you're going to have to win all three of the undercards or the main event and one undercard match.
Nice, nice. So I don't know for the viewers if you're able to buy for the packs now, cause guys, uh, Booker, how about the packs when we have the pre-sale for the alpha? How long did it take before it was sold out?
Oh man, that was that I could not sleep at all the night before. I literally was up all night and a bunch of the team was. Cupins was up all night. There's a lot of us that just couldn't sleep. And then the day of, we release it, open the floodgates, and I was watching it, and we sold over 8,000 packs in just an hour. So we were
Wow.
flying through. We only had 10,000 packs available, but we sold through 8,000 packs in the first hour, completely sold out in under 8 hours. So less than a working day, we completely sold out. So I was incredibly happy with it. We had a couple of small hiccups. We had so much traffic to the website that it was hard to keep up with, just with the sheer amount of people. The Hive engine was actually starting to lag out. We had so many people just going towards one area all at one time. So I was really excited with it. Like I said, it was about 7 hours 39 minutes that it took for us to completely sell out. We sold out in one day, so I'm incredibly excited.
So in terms of the packs that you were able to sold, I think you were able to compare it to some of the pack collection for Splinterlands and how was it?
Oh yeah, so when we're talking about resale, so our packs are currently able to be purchased on Hive Engine or Tribal Decks, and for the first week after our packs came out, we had really high volume. So there's 660 tokens on Hive Engine, and we were like in the top 10 to 15 of the highest volume traded tokens. We were out selling on the resale market. We were out doing Splinterland's Alpha Pack, Splinterland Beta, Splinterland Dice, Splinterland Untamed. We were
Untamed,
out
yeah.
doing we were out doing the Splinterlands Talk token. We were out selling the totems, rare, commons, all of those. So we had incredibly high volume. On trades for about the first week, and we're still getting really good volume on the token. And I haven't checked it this morning, but before I went to bed, they were still reselling for over $3, and they were originally purchased for $2. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's been a it's been a profitable token, and I've seen there's a lot of users that have actually been using it for trades that they've made a you could tell they've made a pretty nice chunk of change off of buying and selling the packs. So I'm really happy with the volume of the packs. Not only that, our NFT market every single day there's been purchases and sells on the NFT market for our website, and so we have a healthy economy, a growing economy, and daily active use. And that's just such a great sign to see that we have this and the game's not even released yet.
Yeah, yeah. So in terms of this one, players could still avail for the packs when they buy for the packs which are in Hive Engine, right?
Yep, you could buy the packs on Hive Engine if you can't wait. We are also going to be doing our Raven sale. Again, the exact date we are about to release. We're just tying up some few last details. But we'll have the Raven sale where you can buy packs. Again, those will be sold for $2, and then every pack you buy during that sale, we will airdrop you a pack that could have the chance of containing the legendary Raven card. We're actually
Wow.
going to be airdropping the Perry Saturn packs here shortly. We're just working on a couple of last minute
Ooh,
things. We have to update our front end of the website to be able to interact with those packs. So
nice.
once we get that updated, we'll be able to airdrop the Perry packs, and that's going to be awesome because I don't know of any other game that has done a reward card, like an airdrop card, reward card that it's a pack. It's a fungible token. It's a pack. That's like if you compare it to Splinterlands, you know how you check if you just got the new airdrop. You only check it. You press check and it'll tell you if you got it or not. With
Yeah.
us, we have a pack that you can go and resell. Um, and it could have a chance of having Perry in it. And if it doesn't have Perry Saturn in it, it'll have one of 24 lore cards. So it gives you more information about our wrestlers as an NFT. And those
Wow.
lore NFTs are actually going to have uses in the future too. For example, we're looking at when the W.O.O token comes out, using those as NFT miners, so that you could use that NFT to actually increase the ability to get W.O.O.
Nice, nice. So for the information of everyone, we have a 10 packs giveaway later on. So we'll be selecting among the viewers, especially for those that are actively participating in terms of the A.M.A. If you have questions, just post it in there. We'll just run through with the discussions with here. And again, we have guys a total of 10 packs to be given away later on. So we
Stay tuned.
have here Kiko Kicks Ronquillo. I grew up being Ultimate Warrior. Wow. Idolizing Ultimate Warrior. We have Hold My Cards. What about mini Woo game in Splinterlands? Actually, we're having Woo tournaments already. Sponsored by Woo in Splinterlands. So if you want to participate for those guys, it's available. I think it's there is even a there are lots of sponsored events by Woo guys in the tournament. So if you check on that, there's a lot of Woo events that are upcoming. We also have dated one in here for Splinterlands. Woo Saturday Slam. So every Saturday there is an event sponsored by Woo on Splinterlands. That's a $35 um, event. So if you want to participate, go and join that one. Maximum of 200 players for that event. And then we have Good Eve on that. And then what about the Raven packs? How many packs will be released and when will it be available and also how much will it cost per pack? So I guess some of the questions in there were answered already. But for this one, do you have specifics, Booker, for the Raven packs?
Yeah, Yeah, so the
How many?
Raven packs, there'll be 10,000 packs, just like when we did the pre-sale packs and Perry was the reward card. There'll be some slight changes from what we did with pre-sale. Again, 10,000 packs, $2 a pack. Um, but in the pre-sale, we had it where if you bought 100 packs, 500 packs, or 1,000 packs, you would get bonus packs. You will not be getting bonus packs for purchases with the Raven sale and the general sale. That was a specific bonus just for the pre-sale. So that was another real big thing about joining the pre-sale. I mean, if you joined the pre-sale, bought 100 packs, you would get an extra 10 packs. So
Yeah.
it was actually a really nice little benefit. But again, we just wanted to give benefits to our early adopters. When it comes to an exact date for the Raven pack, just hold tight. We'll be releasing that soon. Raven actually just went in for knee surgery, so best of luck for his recovery. So I'm waiting to speak to him a little bit more. I got to give him another phone call, but after that knee surgery, I'm sure he wants to rest up a little bit. So we'll get that information out to you as early as possible, but that will be quarter 2.
Yeah. So let's go back with the one that you were able to tell earlier. So in terms of the pack sale, there are some portion of the sale that will be going to these wrestlers, the players themselves,
Yep.
right?
10%. 10%. So when it came to Perry, we did the pre-sale. We also actually had a private sale that we were holding. So Perry is going to be given $3,000. I'll be flying down to visit him here this week and giving him the money cash in hand, so he has it for him. He's excited. He's going to be able to go and pay his property tax, do some work around the house, get a new pair of shoes, and have a little bit of dignity. That's one of the biggest things. You got to remember, a lot of these wrestlers, especially someone like Perry, he was really big for a moment in time, but then he kind of fell off the face of the earth. And all he knows what to do is wrestling. That's all he's ever really done. And now he's not able to do that, and he's not making money off of wrestling anymore. And I was talking to him just yesterday, actually last night. He called me before I went to bed, and he said, "Man, it's really cool that I'm going to be making money off wrestling again." Like it gives him a sense of pride and a bit of dignity back, and that makes me feel amazing. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. This is a little personal, but after we sold out of the Alpha pre-sale, I was sitting there, and it took a few minutes. But as I was sitting there, I started openly weeping. I was bawling my eyes out like a little kid. I felt so happy knowing that Perry was going to get some money. He was going to be able to pay his property tax. It made me feel so good knowing that I was able to help him, and someone that really, really needs it. Not only needs it, but really deserves it. He is a phenomenal human being. Perry Saturn is one of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met. I remember one time we were out doing some interviews, and someone asked Perry, "What when you're gone, what do you want people to remember you by?" And you would think most wrestlers would be like, "Oh, my title reigns or my good matches or, something to do with wrestling." Perry took a second. He thought about that question. He looked around, looked at me and a couple of other his friends, and he said to the interviewer, I want people that were my friends to know that they were my friends, and that was important to me and meant something to me. And that just shows you how good of a human being he is. He doesn't care about, "Hey, remember me for all the cool stuff I did in the sport." He's saying, "Hey, the people that I cared about know that I loved you, and that meant something to me." That touches my heart. Like so I was very happy that we were able to get him his percentage. And not only so, he gets 10% of the pack sale where his card was used as a reward card. Raven will get 10% of the pack sale where his card's used as a reward card. And then at general sale, Perry and Raven are going to be in a pool of 10%. So they're going to split that 10%. And as we add in more people, again, the reward card or the sales that their reward card is a part of, they're getting their specific 10%. But 10 years from now, when we're selling packs, all the wrestlers that we're partnered with are going to be in a pool of that 10%. When it comes to land sales, the uh, crazy amounts of money that we could bring in with land sales, that's really going to go a long ways for these guys. And not only that, we're going to actually be buying merchandise from their actual stores for community giveaways. And so we'll actually be able to buy real life merchandise to give away, also increasing their sales and traffic to their websites. So it's all a really nice benefit to help all the others.
Yeah.
I
Did we
see in the
lost?
chat. I
Yeah.
see in the
Go ahead.
chat. Hold my cards. I see he says something about land price previews. I know he's excited there. Hold my cards. He's one of our Discord members, very active
Wow.
member in the Discord, and I'm just gonna say it's probably gonna be similar to Splinterlands.
Okay. So, with regards to the price, how much will the land cost? Do you have
Yeah, so
something in mind already?
yeah, we got something in mind. We actually have a staff meeting coming up where we're going to talk about it more. I we haven't decided if we're going to release it at a set price or if there's going to be tiered prices similar to what Splinterlands did, to where, you know, when you buy in, like in the first set, you would get it cheaper, and then it increases in value as the sale goes on. So if you bought it the first day, it'll be much cheaper than if you bought it on the last day.
So in terms of this one, we are showing right now on the screen a poster which is dated. I think this is 1996, November 20th of 1996, ECW. So how about this poster? What could you say
Yeah,
about this one?
so I'll say this. A guy named Mike. He's a very good friend of mine and Perry's. He actually made that poster back in 1996. He made all the posters for ECW. He also drove around Andre the Giant. He'll always love to tell that story. But with this poster in specific, you could actually see this poster has Raven on it, and it also has the Eliminators, which includes Perry Saturn. Um, but this will be a giveaway. This will be one of our first
Wow.
physical memorabilia giveaways. We're looking at getting it signed both by Raven and Perry,
Wow.
and get a nice frame on it. But we
Oh.
have literally hundreds of these posters. Mike called me the other day. He was all excited, pulling out all the boxes of the posters. Not only posters, but old ECW T-shirts. For example, I own two of the Eliminators T-shirts, which are the Perry Saturn and John Cronus. Um, I have their first T-shirts ever. There's two versions of it, and I have one of each. But these T-shirts, again, like these were made in 1996. You know, these are old T-shirts. That poster is a piece of wrestling history, really, when it comes down to it. So I am super excited for future merchandise giveaways like this, because this is just memorabilia, and wrestling fans love their memorabilia and history, and we're trying to have a physical integration with the blockchain where we kind of merge the two, you know, giving away reward or packs as a reward on the blockchain, but also we have some physical merchandise that we can send out to people, which I think is going to be great.
Wow. Wow. This is
Yeah.
huge. So, yes, Fleer, go ahead.
No, no, no. I was actually nodding.
Okay. So with regards to this one, let's just run through on the comments right now. So again, guys, we'll be having 10 packs giveaway, care of Woo themselves. So let's go. Says EB, yo, what's up? Says Stray Games, Woo, and then it's me, Japs, EB Truth, hold my cards, Woo, and then we have Zelaya videos. Join Discord, answer for your questions are there. Let's go, says then Carlo Torres and Alexander Peregrino. So we have total of 24 viewers right now. So
Awesome.
let's just run through all of the comments right now. Kiko Kickstrong Kilio, let's go. Bushwalkers. Good project, says Alexander Peregrino. Woo Solid, Yoyong. And then Solid Solid, then Carlo, Kiko Kicks, hashtag Woo. So Lawrence, Naisu, Ken Ken, got 50 packs from the guests. Wow. Jericho Tamayo, let's go. Woo to the moon, Siopaw na walang laman, still waiting for Perry packs. Stay tuned for that. We have Jericho Tamayo, Jose Kandar, Altums, U Solid, SPL, RS Ragpool. What's that? Kulang sa kalam, says Yoyong. Watch out, we have Maana Gaming. Ronak siya, $5 ain't bad price. Dog Tag Wawawi. And then, guys, let us know if you have questions. And then, perhaps we could give some of the packs right now. Let's have Booker to select 5 viewers in the chat that will be giving the 5 packs for Woo.
Let's go.
Okay, so we gotta pick five here. So let's see who's been active even. Oh man, I see. Is it Jose Candar?
Jose Kander, could you chat in there your IGN for your Hive account, and then let's send you 1 pack. Let's send
Ooh.
you 1 pack. Jose
There we
Kandar, what's your
go.
IGN? Let's go. There you go. While waiting. So if you have, guys, if you have the Splinterlands account, there's no need to create for another account. You just need to have your Hive keychain, Hive wallet set up, and then uh, you could already start buying for the packs in Hive Engine, and then stay tuned for more of those. So we have him, I think, Altums. So we'll be sending 1 pack to Altums. Let's go. I'll be sending you 1 pack. Send one
And
pack
you know,
to
going back to the people that have been active in the conversation and also active in the Discord. Hold My Cards has to get a pack.
Yeah.
Wow. Let
Hold
me
my
know your
cards.
IGN. So I think I'll just write this down and then send you later on for the players, so that will not be having a long time in terms of this one. So we have, I'll just get my pen. So we have, I'll just jot this down, guys. Sorry, we are not prepared, but we have you 10 packs ready for giveaway. So first we have Jose Candar. Jose Candar is Altums. Okay, Altums. And then, what's the next one? Booker?
Hold
Hold
my
My
cards.
We
Cards, and I believe his in-game name is also
hold my
Hold My
card.
Cards.
Wow. Is that the same? Hold my cards?
Yeah.
Let us
Yeah.
know.
He
If
he
not,
responded.
yeah,
He
hold my
responded.
cards. Hold my cards. Okay, I'll be sending those later on. We have the 10 packs in my account already, so don't need to worry. And for the third one, hashtag Woo. Could you select one, bro?
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's give Den Carlo Torres his first ever pack.
Oh.
Carlo Torres. What's your IGN, Carlo Torres? So we have a total of 29 viewers right now. Shout out. I could not see your IGN. We have the giveaways already. The comments are flooding. I could not see your IGN. Carlo Torres. Carlo, where are you? I could not see. Carlo, come on. Carlo, where are
There it is.
you?
There are lots of comments and chats here.
I could not see Carlo. Let's go, says Carlo. Then Carlo, what's your IGN? Have you seen it, Fleer?
Nope.
It looks
Uh,
like it's DENNDEE.
Then Carl Torres. I haven't got a chance to
oh,
buy
Dendi.
packs during pre-sale.
We have Dendi.
Yeah,
DENNDEE.
D
There
N.
you go. We have 3 winners. Let's get
Awesome.
flooded, guys. We have 27 viewers. Roger Leasing says where to buy packs. You could buy packs in the Hive Engine, guys. Hive Engine. It's supposed to be only $2 per pack, but right now it's already selling at around 2.6. Yeah, $2.6, which is on Hive. That's more than 2.6, I think. So go and buy for that one. Um, for the fourth winner, Booker.
All right, for the fourth winner, I think again I want to get some new people in here that haven't had a chance to check out Woo and see some of the awesome stuff we're doing. So what about Dog Tag WWE?
Dog tag
Wow. So
WWE.
let me know your IGN, dog tag WWE. Dog tag, what's your IGN? Woo woo extravagant. Is it extravagant? Let me know your IGN. Dog tag WWE. Dog tag. Dog tag, what's your IGN? Dog tag. Is he here? I don't see the IGN.
Oh, there it is. Hat Dog Sensei.
Uh, where is it? Where is it? I could not see. His icon is yellow. Dog tag W. Where is it? I could not see.
Gotta look
There's a
into
lots
it.
of comments in here. Sorry for that one, guys. Where is it?
Very difficult to find.
Oh, I got flooded.
It looks like it's
Where? Ah, there you
HATDOGSENSEI.
go. Hot dog sensei. Got it. HAT sensei. For the fifth one. For our halftime winners.
All right. I think for this one, it only makes sense that it goes to the future champion of Woo, the one, the only Little Dog.
Little dog, what's your IGN?
Little dog.
Where is it? Little dog. Have you seen it, Fleer?
Not yet. I'm here in the
I
official
haven't
live
seen
chat.
it yet either.
Mm-mm. Let's go. Let's go.
I know for if it came down to it, Little Dog, he was part of the pre-sale whitelist, so I know I could get his in-game name if needed.
Okay, okay.
There it is.
Yeah.
British
British
Dash
bulldog.
Bulldog. He
Uh,
so when I was talking about someone who's been raking in on buying and reselling Woo packs, that may or may not be him. He's
there
been
you go.
doing
We
a
have
good
five
job of
winners.
buying and reselling.
Yeah, we got 5 winners. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Let's
So in terms of
go.
I have a question in terms of the belt. What's the difference between having a regular belt and a gold belt?
Well, first off, gold belts are extremely rare in our Woo universe. One thing we wanted to make sure is we wanted our gold belts, which are comparable to gold foils and Splinterlands. We wanted those to be extremely rare. Um, so there's going to be quite a few benefits, just like Splinterlands. How the gold foils come with higher levels where there's more start off levels. It'll be similar to that. You'll also get different benefits. Like when I was talking about NFT mining and stuff like that, you will be able to get a multiplier with your gold belt cards. So you'd be able to earn more Woo by having gold belt cards and using gold belt cards. Again, gold belt cards are incredibly rare, especially once you start getting into the epics. Like, for example, the epic manager Sheila. Um, that's having a gold belt, which there's one person that pulled a gold belt Sheila already, and that might be a unicorn. There may not ever be another gold belt Sheila in the Alpha series.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
think
extremely rare.
I think we were talking about that one before this AMA, and I think I know the player who owns that one, the gold belt Sheila. I don't know if it's on the market, I mean, during our conversation, but right now, the gold belt Sheila is not in the market anymore. I guess it was
Yeah,
sold.
yeah, I know. I know it was. It was up there for $6 billion. So,
It's now
but
been sold for that one, Sheila gold belt. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but the owners of those gold belt cards are, I think, in the viewers as well. I could not say their name. They might raid these people. Oh, it says siopaw na walang laman. He remove it. He
Why?
remove it.
Why you removed it?
That's a super super rare card. That's expensive.
yeah, that's literally a unicorn. I thought after all the packs were open, like years and years later, once all the alpha packs are open, I thought we maybe would see maybe one. The fact that it was opened in pre-sale blew my mind. I literally saw when he posted that in the Discord, and I screamed. I was like, "Gold Belt Sheila!" Because I never thought I would see it. I was so excited to see that card. Yeah, and he not only that, he got a gold belt dueling Daltons, which is an epic tag team. The guy's luck that day was insane. I would have went out and bought lottery tickets. Like, holy cow. That guy
Yeah,
that
yeah,
guy killed it.
yeah. And actually, they mentioned it in here. He removed it. They only posted it to show they had it. They just wanted to flex the
Yeah.
card.
Oh, I would
Someone
flex
mentioned,
that card too.
yeah. Ketsuna says the IGN of the player already, but I don't know if I should shout out for the name. Yeah, we've seen that one. I don't want to shout out the name, but you know he's on the Cypher's Discord. We know that. He and another one that starts with the letter B.
Yeah.
Those two were crazy, crazy lucky to have those
Yeah.
cards.
He has the gold belt Sheila role in Discord, and he's probably going to be the only one that ever has that role.
Wow. That's huge. Wow. I could not go back to the comments anymore. It's flooding on my part. I'm using my phone to see on the comments. Wow, what a huge what do you call this? Crowd we have in here. The normal viewers that we have on my channel is around 8 to 10, but we have I think the max earlier was around 30,
30.
and thank you for the community, and then thank you for Wu and Bookerman for having this AMA on the channel. So stay tuned guys for more of the updates. And then let's go. If you have other questions, let us know. They're saying they're getting excited to the public sale. Hope to buy some packs. What else? Let us know, guys, if you have questions. This is a good game. Why? Because the whatever is the game is having in terms of this one, they are also trying to help for those that are who wrestled during their lifetime and could not make a good living right now because of old age, and their body suffered already from the beatings of what they call this daily playing for the game, which is wrestling. So in terms of this one, Booker and his team are already paying back to these legends. So we all know. So here in the Philippines, we usually watch WWE. So what's your favorite wrestler, by the way, Fleer?
Actually, I'm not into wrestling, but I know some. So I think, yeah, most of the time it's Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson. How about you, Booker?
So my favorite wrestlers have always been. It's funny. Perry Saturn was always one of my favorite wrestlers. Actually, I remember as a child, a young kid, I would watch Monday Night Raw and WCW Monday Nitro. They were on at the same time. I was probably about 8 years old or so. I remember being at my grandma's house, and in the living room I would have WWE Raw on, and in the kitchen I would have WCW Nitro, and I'd run back and forth between the two. But I was always drawn to Perry Saturn because when I was a kid, actually, I jumped off a hay bale and a piece of clothesline wire went in and out of my eye and detached my retina. Uh,
Whoa.
and so I'm actually legally blind in my right eye. And I was cross eyed as a kid. And I don't know if you guys remember Perry Saturn on WCW Nitro, but he was cross eyed too. And I specifically remember as a child looking at him and seeing this big, beefy guy on TV with a cross-eyed, and I remember thinking like, wow, he's cross-eyed, and it didn't stop him. He's still successful. So it made me feel like, as a child who was getting bullied and made fun of, that hey, in the future everything's going to be fine. It's not going to matter. So Perry Saturn was always one of my favorites, but then also Kane and Mankind. I loved them. I thought they were phenomenal.
Yeah. For me, it was always be Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
So on the chats right now, they are already chatting for their favorite wrestlers. They have Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, John Cena, Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Big Show, Eddie Guerrero, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, HBK, Hot
Eddie
Rod,
Guerrero
John
was a
Cena.
great friend of Perry Saturn's also. So that's
Ooh,
Eddie Guerrero was a phenomenal wrestler who passed away in Minneapolis, Minnesota, right before the show went live, and that was actually a very emotional show.
yeah. Yoyong says Rey Mysterio. Let's
There you
go, let's
go.
go. There you go. Undertaker, of course. Who wouldn't recognize Undertaker? One of my favorite for ECW would be AJ. Is it AJ Styles?
AJ Styles, yeah, he did a lot in TNA. He went over to New Japan. Uh, I don't. He is quite phenomenal. He's currently still wrestling. Actually, I believe he has
Ooh,
a WrestleMania match. I can't remember against who. Maybe it was Seth Rollins. I could be wrong.
nice, nice.
But we got
So let
WrestleMania
us.
coming up here in just a few days too. April 2nd will be day one of WrestleMania. So you know, I'm excited for that.
So in terms of this one, will there be? I mean, there has been a posting in terms of Pick D that you're trying to have a collaboration with the real wrestlers that will be endorsing for Woo, right? And could you name or drop some clues of whoever is it that you're looking for this tie-up or partnership?
Yeah, we're in talks uh, right now with some more people. We're currently partnered with Raven and Perry Saturn. We're also talking to Disco Inferno, reaching out to Sonny Ono, a former manager. But one of the big things we want to do also is not just help retired wrestlers, but also independent wrestlers and new up and coming wrestlers. For example, if we could partner with someone who might be the next John Cena, and by helping out the new wrestlers, getting their name out there, putting them on a platform with other big superstars, it just helps their name value and helps people know about them. So there's plenty of also independent wrestlers we are currently in talks and working with. We've had a good relationship with Mankind McFoley, and we're just looking to build more of these partnerships and continue to grow as time goes on.
Nice, nice. So let us know, guys, if you still have some of questions. I love the old Undertaker who brings a coffin and he puts it inside for his opponents. Of course, of course. John Cena, you can see me. AJ Styles versus Edge this year. Wow. Updated, Eman.
Oh yeah, it's Edge. That's right. Yeah.
Nice. So Edge comeback, says Mark Joseph Camo. Hardy Boys are back in AEW. CM Punk, Hardy Boys, Rikishi and Goldust, my dudes. Mankai, dang, how old am I? It's also
Yeah.
the age.
And another thing everyone needs to realize too, when it comes to intellectual property, like one of the big reasons why we're able to partner with Perry Saturn is because he actually owns all of his intellectual property. Where his name, his likeness, the moves he created, he invented the rings of Saturn. Not only that, he has intellectual property rights to the Four Horsemen because in WCW he was one of the final members of that incarnation of the Four Horsemen. So we have to make sure that it's intellectual property we're able to use um, without having to pay huge fees to big corporations because again that goes against what we're trying to do. We're trying to help the wrestlers and the worker, not help the organization that's been abusing the workers. But when it comes to, I saw someone asking, do you plan on working with any of the guys from AEW? I'll tell you this. I have a close personal relationship with many of the AEW roster. I was telling a friend of mine this the other day. Man, when I look at the AEW roster and realize, holy crap, I've sat down and drank beer with half of these guys. Um, uh, Dante Martin, who is a new up and coming star, really getting pushed well. I filmed his first match ever. I
Ooh.
know him. I actually knew him before he even started wrestling because his brother was training to be a wrestler before he was. Because he was still quite young at the time. They're both really young. But I filmed their first matches. I've sat down with many of these wrestlers. Santana and Ortiz, I remember sitting at the bar with them drinking picklebacks, which is whiskey and pickle juice, which I hate pickle juice. Um, Darby Allen, I've met at shows. MJF, one of my favorite experiences with MJF. He is a class act because being a heel in wrestling, being a bad guy, no one wants to do that anymore. But I remember I was backstage drinking a PBR. It was after the show. MJF was back there, and a veteran independent wrestler who's really highly respected, Eric Cannon, came back. He was running the show. It was for his promotion, First Wrestling. And he came back and he said, "Hey, MJF, there's a fan out here who wants a signed photo of you." And MJF said to him, he said, "Well, they know I'm going to be an asshole, right?" And Eric Cannon just laughs and says, "Yeah." So he walks out there, and I watch MJF sign the picture for this girl. And as he's about to hand it to her, he pulls it back, rips it up into shreds, and throws it in her face. Yeah, and she
Wow.
loved it. I mean, and he's just really living up that bad guy character. He is phenomenal. I have nothing but good things to say about MJF. But yeah, many of those the wrestlers in AEW, I have a very close personal relationship with. Looking through my phone right now, I can see the phone numbers of many of these wrestlers that I have, who I've talked to, who I've had a relationship with. So that's just going to help in the future with making deals and partnerships. It's much easier to get someone to entertain an idea for a partnership when they know you. You know, when they know who you are and what kind of person you are.
Yeah. I think we have a question with regard. It says here TJ Demigod says partner with Dross. I don't know the wrestler Dross. Will help him. He will help him out after his injury. He left him paralyzed. I don't know the wrestler Dross.
Yep.
Do you know him?
Draws was back in the Attitude era, and he actually took a botched power bomb by D'Lo Brown, and it broke his neck, and he's currently in a wheelchair without the use of his legs. That would be a great one. Draws, he really was in the business for just a short time. He was part of the Oddities, but the impact he left in wrestling was pretty significant, especially since his injury happened on a show. and left him paralyzed. But yeah, no, that's a great one. Draws would be phenomenal because he's another good guy too. A lot of these wrestlers are just good people that either through injury or years of abuse are kind of in a tough spot right now. Because once you're not on the
Yeah.
mountaintop anymore, you're not getting that big money. WWE has actively looked at ways to remove income from wrestlers. When they moved everything to a streaming service on the WWE network, the pay for their wrestlers for content that was created drastically went down. And then now that WWE sold the network to Peacock, these wrestlers are getting even less money. WWE is also no longer doing DVD sales or Blu-ray sales. And when it comes into intellectual property, the way that the footage is shown is a big part of how much money you're supposed to pay out. For example, if you watch a movie on an airplane, the creators get paid out the same as if it was a theatrical viewing, which is one of the higher percentages. And here's an interesting tidbit: when it comes to screenwriters, the people that write the films, they get more percentage if you rent the movie. Like if you go on Amazon and you know how you can rent the movie or buy the movie. The writer gets a bigger percentage if you rent the movie. They get a much lower percentage if you buy the movie. So if you like a movie and you want to support the creators, just keep renting the movie.
Oh, that's huge. So I think they have questions in here. Will there be a card which is a similar to a John Cena or any iconic WWE superstars?
Yeah, we're currently always working towards having some of these massive, iconic superstars. Uh, and I'm always open to that, and I'm willing to have that. But I would say the big iconic superstars are the ones that need our help the least. And
Yeah.
one of the big things for Woo is helping others that could use the help, that need the help. When it comes to John Cena and The Rock, they're making millions of dollars off movies. They're fine financially.
Nice, nice.
But I'm not against it, and I would completely be open to it. Having some major superstars.
They are saying here Batista, half Filipino wrestler. Of course, we love Batista. Dave Batista. Uh, are there any
Yeah, and I know,
details
for
of
example, with John Cena too, he a percentage of all of his earnings, even for his movies, get thrown back to the WWE because the WWE owns the intellectual property for the name John Cena.
John Cena?
So every
Yeah.
time John Cena makes a movie and gets a little bit of money, WWE's getting money off of that too.
Whoa. So we have a question from OC. Are there any details on seeing the rest of the moves for the wrestlers?
Yeah, so currently right now with the alpha cards, you can see like down below on the bottom there's no icons or anything. That will be added where you'll actually see a small circle with some artwork for their different moves. So you'll actually see their moves on the bottom of the card, and you'll be able to see those moves actually just from looking at the card. And then as we upgrade things on the website, when you hover over the move, you would actually see a little animation of what the move would look like.
Okay. Fair, could you show the stats card for the meantime?
Yeah, wait.
The Perry Saturn that I sent you.
All right. Let me just hook it up.
It's in here on the chat. I'll just copy this one and then send it back to you. There you go.
Here
Here
you
one.
go. Here you go.
The Perry Saturn.
Yep. There it is, the screen.
Yeah. So in terms of the stats, we're showing it to the viewers. Could you discuss what are the numbers that are in here? What is stats for this Perry Saturn?
Yeah,
What's
so if you're
the
looking
six
at
that
the
is on
card,
top?
yep, the six on top in the upper left, you'll see that is the cost. So when you book a match again, you're going to have a show budget. You're going to have four different matches for the event that you have to choose from, and the cost uh, uh, will determine how many cards you can use and of what quality. So again, that six would be the cost. So it's actually a fairly decent costing card where it's not overly expensive. But that would be the cost. Right below that on the left, you have speed. That's a three. So speed in this game works exactly like Splinterlands, where if you have the same speed as someone, you're always going to hit. If there's a one speed difference, there's a 10% chance you miss. So every one speed difference, there's a 10% chance of evasion. So speed, again, is very important. Um, Under speed, you have a one. That's the damage. And so when your move connects, that move will do one damage. Also, we have resistances in there where we have high flyer, powerhouse, and technical wrestlers, and each one of those is resistant to another one. So if you are resistant to your enemy's attack and they hit you for one damage, it's going to do half damage rounded up. So it'll still be one damage. But if it's a two damage card, it would be two damage and then it would be halved rounded up, which would be one damage. And then also, when you look at the belt, we have the gem for parry that is gold. That indicates that it is a legend rarity card. Over on the opposite side, over on the right, you can see an 8, and that is their health. So every time they get hit with a move, their health is depleted. And if they have low health and someone attempts a pinfall or submission, they're in greater jeopardy of losing because they have a lower chance of kicking out and continuing the match. We also see that this is a gold belt, which is again like our gold foils. And I
Yeah.
know someone was asking, with airdrop cards, are they going to have a chance to be gold belt? And the answer is yes. As you can see here, this is a gold belt Perry Saturn, and this has a chance to be airdropped in the Perry Saturn packs. We have 20,000 packs that we're going to be
Wow.
airdropping, 10,000 for the ones that were purchased. Um, During the alpha pre-sale, we'll also have 5,000 for staff and 5,000 for our private sale purchases. So 20,000 packs in total will be airdropped. 5%, there's a 5% chance that you'll get a Perry Saturn card. And then there's a 1% chance that that Perry Saturn card will be gold belt. So if you do the math, after all packs have been opened, it should roughly be 1,000 Perry Saturns out there in general, and only 10 gold belt Perry Saturns. So Perry Saturn gold belt, again, extremely rare. And I don't want to give too much away, but Perry Saturn is a phenomenal card. Um, One of the reasons why it's such a good card is every character has three moves: move one, move two, and then their finisher. Every time a move connects, you then move on to your next move on the next round. So that's where you can see speed is incredibly important. If you're always able to connect your moves, you're going to be able to get to your finisher. You're going to do more damage. You're going to go for a pinfall or submission. You only go for a pinfall or submission if it's a finisher or if the move is a pinfall or submission move. And Perry happens to have every move being a pinfall, submission, or a finisher move. So as you can see, that's incredibly important. If
Wow.
you're playing against another Perry, uh, and they have Sheila, for example, That's the only way you're gonna miss is if they have Sheila. Sheila makes you miss your finisher. So if Perry misses his finisher, well, then he hits you with move one, and he's going straight into a pinfall. Perry Saturn is going to be such a good card that in the first move, you're going to have a 1% chance of pinning your opponent.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah.
that's huge. So there you go, guys. That will be the gameplay. So I know they have questions in terms of that one. I saw a question from OC already. So in terms of that one, I think we're able to summarize in terms of the game already. So there will be those cards that will be fighting you or you'll be using in a match.
Yes.
So let's go for some questions that are in here. How many cards are needed to get the cards to be maxed out for each rarity?
So
So will there
it's
be a release as well
yeah, we're
in
still
terms
we're
of this
still
one?
working on the we're still working on the burning contract for leveling. And we're currently working out the math and everything for that, but it's going to be very similar to Splinterlands. Again, if you look at
Yeah.
Splinterlands, I want to say for the legendary to be level 4, you need something like 11 cards. Um, so it's going to be very similar to Splinterlands in regards to leveling and combining cards. Because really, Splinterlands has showed everyone a formula that works. You know what I mean? They have 400,000 daily active users. They have a great game that, again, if it's working for them, it'll work for others too. So it'll be very similar to the Splinterlands leveling mechanic. Again, so keep in mind, because of some of these gold belts are incredibly rare, like for example that gold belt Sheila, there may only ever be one of those, and some people are saying, oh, I'm never going to be able to level up that card. That's fine. That card is a unicorn. You're better off taking your regular Sheilas and combining those.
Nice,
So,
nice. So they have a question in here. What will be included in the Perry Saturn pack? So what maybe they're asking for the other cards that will be released together with the Perry Saturn.
yep. So the Perry Saturn airdrop packs, these are reward packs for people that bought during the pre-sale, and it's going to be a fungible token, so you could resell it on a Hive engine or tribal decks. Um, and it's going to be a one card pack. So when you open the pack, there's only going to be one card in it. And I said it has a 5% chance at a Perry Saturn, but that's not the only card that's available in that pack. There's actually going to be 24 lore cards, which are just uh, uh, NFTs that tell more about the other characters in the game. Like there's going to be a Mad Mike lore card. There's going to be a Sheila card that gives you more information about the character. And those are going to be NFTs that could be traded and sold. Not only that, those NFTs are going to have specific benefits just for those. Like I said, when we offer our NFT mining, you would be able to stake that card to get some Woo token in addition to what you would usually get.
Nice. We have a question again from OC. Is there any info that can be shared about the ICO?
Everyone wants to know about that ICO. Yeah, so we were actually just myself and one of the our tokenomics and game mechanics advisor. We were just sitting down all day yesterday talking about this actually. Um, and so how we plan on, and again, more information is going to be said about this and posted about this. Don't The only information you should listen to is the information we post. I might say something here that might slightly change. To make sure to follow us on our Hive blog or over at Peak D. to get all the information. Anything that's posted there is official. It's 100% official. If I say something in Discord, it might be slightly different. So again, take this with a grain of salt. But when it comes to the ICO, we're going to be dropping it in stages to give benefits. We've been thinking about the people that purchased during the pre-sale will get first dibs at buying the coin at the lowest price possible. Then we would open it up for people in our Discord community, and then we would open it up for the public to purchase at a set price. I don't want to get into specifics on the cost of the token, but in my mind, it's incredibly affordable. And the last thing we're trying to do with Woo is just a quick money grab on things. Um, we've been able to we've been able to grow this and build this with very limited funds. Very limited funds, especially when you look at some other games. And I don't want to badmouth any other games, but for example, Continuum World, they've had a botched land sale 5 different times. They messed up their land sale. They still haven't minted land. They have millions of dollars. They're just in private equity that they got during from investors. They had like $2 million after their land sale. They have literally millions of dollars, and they still can't deliver on the simplest thing like NFT minting. And we don't want to be like that. We want to show you that with, hey, $20,000, because that's what we brought in with our pre-sale. $20,000 is what we brought in. 3,000 of those dollars is going to Perry Saturn. Right away, he's getting $3,000. That's already withdrawn. That's already set aside for him. That leaves, and we're paying $2,000 for some more art. So that's a quarter of what we've made so far. I actually just released the finances during our last staff meeting with the staff. And what we have left over that hasn't went back into the game is about $1,600. And no one, not one person on the dev team took a profit. Not one person on the dev team took any money for profit. Every bit of that $20,000 went directly back into the game. That was 10,000 packs at $2 a piece, US dollars. Every single bit of that went back into the game. It's gone into buy more cards for giveaways, for Splinterlands giveaways that we do. It's paid for our tournaments that we hold. It's going into art. It's going into development. It's going into marketing. It's going into our website fees and costs. It goes into the tokens that we need to hold for people to open packs, because every time a pack opens, the company pays a small bit in fee, which is a token on Hive Engine. Um, but it is all going back into the game, and I made sure to say this to all the staff: hey, this is not the time to take profits. We don't have the money for that. We have to deliver on what we promised we were going to deliver. And what we've been able to do with so limited funds, again, it blows me away that there's some companies and NFT games out there that bring in millions of dollars in profits, and they can't even do the simplest things. And I don't want that to be us. I don't want our community mad at us because we promised something that we have no intention to deliver on. When I tell you something, my word means something to me. It's important to me that I am an honest person, that when I tell you something, you can take that to the bank and you know it's going to be true. I love living up to my obligations and the things that I tell people I'm going to do. Again, I'm a man of my word, and that is very important to me.
Yeah. So in terms of your team, how many are you in terms of your team? And could you tell us the name of the developers which are under your umbrella for Woo?
Yeah. Yeah, so I can tell you about our team, and again, out of transparency and being completely upfront with everyone, I'm gonna give you actually some exclusive news here. Um, so our team consists of quite a few individuals. We have myself really running the show here. We have Munchies McGee, who is an integral part of the project. He is our right now. He's our community manager, and to be honest, he's been here since the beginning of Woo. We also have Captain Spalding. He's our game mechanics, and tokenomics advisor. Again, it's been me, him, and Munchies McGee who really started this uh, uh, in the first discussions. They were the first people that I talked to and brought this idea to. We also have a phenomenal artist, a man from Kenya. His name is Dom the Sun. He's been doing amazing. I've been blown away with how fast he's been getting stuff to me. We also have Cupins. He is our marketing guy. You can watch him on YouTube, actually, CEWPINS, and he also is a Twitch streamer. So he's our marketing guy. We have the Erics from Germany. They are currently our musicians. They are making some amazing musical content. Pauloff has been killing it. He's our junior dev. And we also had, and I say had as past tense, we had our main lead developer, Electrical Longboard. You can find him on Twitch. He's a Twitch streamer. But he recently walked away from the team.
Alam mo paano
It
pwede
was,
kang
and in my opinion, it was more because he believed he wasn't able to deliver in the way that we needed him to, and it was easier for him to just walk away than to actually really push for it. But with that being said, I've already found another two developers to work on this project, and everything is going smoothly. I want to say something, but I can't say it because I want to surprise everyone soon. So I'm just going to keep quiet on that. But we have a great team that is coming together. We're constantly expanding and growing. But again, in the good faith of being transparent, our lead dev did step away, and that happened about a week ago. I would say it was last week it happened. To be honest, I kind of saw it coming. But again, being completely transparent with everyone, that just recently happened, and that put a little bit of a setback on things, but not in a huge amount.
So in total, you have how many guys under your team?
About 9 right now,
Nine.
9 or 10.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. We have the teams ready. So we're hoping to get to know them more as we go along with regards to the project. Woo. Um, I think it's. Do you have more questions, guys? But we have a question from OC. What are your thoughts on multiple accounts, DAO, scholarship, and bots? Wow, this is huge.
So yeah, so we have been looking at botting already, and we've discussed uh, how we can really mitigate botting. So one of the big things in Woo when the game is fully released is players are running their own wrestling organization, so they have to travel to different towns to increase how much Woo they get. So right now, I could share this. This is fine. Right now, we're gonna have 20 territories, and every territory is going to have 10,000 plots. So that's 200,000 total plots. And so every plot would be like a city or a town. The cities and towns are going to have various random stats. So there's going to be 3 variables. You're going to have fan base, you're going to have population, and you're going to have wealth. And so what that means is we're really trying to paint the picture. Like if you think about it like this, New York, big population, lots of money, but maybe not the most fans, wrestling fans. But then when you go to rural Alabama, small town Alabama, low population, low wealth, but a ton of wrestling fans. And so you're going to travel around to these different territories, running your shows in these different towns, and rewards are tied to the territory, and they're divvied down to the specific towns dependent on how good the stats are for each town. And you will be able to upgrade your land by adding bigger arenas, adding radio stations, newspapers, television stations, things that will increase your earnings in the town. So you're able to upgrade the location. And one really cool thing that we're going to do with our land ownership is, think about it this way. Say you own a town and you've leveled it up, you've made it a really nice town, and people are coming to your town. You as the landowner should get some sort of benefit for people coming to your town and running shows in their town. So what's going to happen is, when I play a match in a town and I get X amount of rewards, a small percent of those rewards are going to go to the landowner. So the
Ooh,
landowner is going to just make passive income just by
I
having
see.
good land and having people come. And it'll also benefit, for example, streamers and stuff like that. Like, oh, given other benefits on their streams, or content creators given other benefits for their viewers if they come and play on their land. And so it's going to be an economy that is really fueling itself. And when it comes to multiple accounts or botting, because you're traveling from town to town, there's going to be a quote unquote gas fee, a travel
Mm-hmm.
fee. If you're in your bus with your wrestlers moving to a different town, there's a small cost to that. So it's really going to discourage botting. It's not going to completely get rid of it. There's no way to completely get rid of botting. You're always going to have to fight against that. So we're just going to try to mitigate it, try to discourage it slightly. But again, especially with blockchain games, when you have anonymous users and multiple IP addresses, it's going to be pretty impossible. Like if Splinterlands can't stop botting, no one can. Like, so we're just trying to we'll just try to mitigate it. So, and then also, if you're sitting in one town in one territory and you're just botting that one area, you're going to run out of rewards. That territory is going to run out of rewards at some point, and you're going to have to move to another territory. So again, by forcing people to move around, it forces people to go to different locations, and always try to maximize their earnings. Because, hey, I'm playing over here, but if I go to this territory over here, I'll actually, be able to get a little bit more earnings. So you'll see people constantly floating around, moving around, really traveling and using up land. Because that's the other thing, is we want people to use the land. We want people to not just sit in their one little town and just play all day. We've also talked about having a limit, how many times a person can play a single plot of land, and then also having certain benefits. Like if you're a landowner, you can play on that piece of land as much as you want. Also, we've talked about guilds in our game are going to be called promotions. So the individual is going to be an organization, and then the guild will be the promotion. So it's a bunch of organizations banding together to run shows. And the cool thing about being a part of a promotion is you will be able to use land that is guild land, just like it's your own land. So you'll be able, that's another benefit of joining a promotion, is you have more access to land that you can play more times without a limit.
Awesome.
Nice. Another question that they've asked in here: will there be a scholarship in the delegation for the cards?
Yeah, we are going to be opening delegation right now. There. like we could turn on delegation for our NFTs right now if we wanted to. We just don't see the benefit in it at this point, just because there's no NFT mining, NFT staking, and no game. So at this point, right this second, we don't see the benefit to delegation, but there will be delegation 100%. Like I said, we can add it in right now if we wanted to. I just don't think it makes sense at this point.
Nice, nice. So in terms of this one, guys, a lot of your questions are into the gameplay already, but we don't have the game at the moment. So we are just under for the promotion of the packs that are incoming. So I think would you want to add some more info with regards to that the game before we get to the final 5 packs giveaway?
Yeah, I would like to remind everyone we did a really great post on our Hive blog, which is a gameplay post, and it talks about absolutely everything mechanics wise, what speed does, how damage works, resistance, matches, everything. So if you go to our hive.blog and you look for Rest.org online, WRESTORG ONLINE, you will find our gameplay post, which again does a great job explaining how the gameplay works. And there's also an animated GIF showing you like a one wrestler super kicking another wrestler. So it gives you a good visual representation of how we see the game looking. And without giving a specific date, I'm excited to announce that we will be showing gameplay very soon. So get ready.
Ooh. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Okay. So could you select for the next 5 winners for the packs? Those that are active in the
All
chats.
right.
Let's
Let's
go. Let's
I
go.
want to see this chat get crazy. If you guys want to pack, I better see this thing moving.
Yeah, of course, of course.
It's good to see some of these community members that I know from the Discord, for example. It's me, Japs. And yeah, there will be airdrops with all new additions. Let's go ahead. And one of the people we've seen here since the beginning, EB. Let's go ahead and get EB a pack.
EB.
EB.
Drop your IGN, please. EB. EB. Where's your IGN?
Let's get moving.
Where's EB?
EB, good job. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the second one. And someone who's been asking a lot of really great questions, OC.
OC. We got EB and then OC. Congrats. Drop your Hive account so that we could send the packs later on. I want a gold belt Raven, says OC. So you can have it later on once you open for the pack. Congratulations, you won. Drop your IGN so that we could send you the pack later on. Says thank you. So OC is the new OG. Kindly drop your IGN. Also with eBay, I haven't seen your IGN. Where is the IGN? Mm-hmm. Lance Vance for OC. Is that right? Lance Vance. Okay. So for EB, what's your IGN, EB? Are you still here? Come on. It's kind of hard to look at your IGN. Where's EB? EB, are you still here? No? We haven't seen the IGN for EB. We only use hashtag Woo.
Yeah,
Um,
who knows, maybe he's muted or something too. But let's go ahead and do our third one. I have
Third
to
one.
throw it over to It's Me Japs. Thanks for being a part of the Discord and thanks for being a part of this community for a while now. We really do appreciate you.
Yeah, drop your IGN. We have EB here. EB, drop your IGN. And then also with It's Me Japs. So we need your IGN. Later on, I'll be sending you the packs, guys. Thanks, sir. Says It's Me Japs. EB, I haven't seen your IGN. Japs, kindly drop your IGN as well. Uh, Congrats, It's Me Japs. Congrats. It's Me Japs. EB says Mineos. Mineos. There you go. And then we have It's Me Japs. For the fourth one, Booker.
For the fourth one, who wants it? I gotta see here. Let's go, guys. I'm gonna say I think the next winner uh, has to be TJ Demigod.
Wow, TJ Demigod. Drop your IGN. I would assume your IGN is Demigod. Is it not? Yeah, it's you. That's me. Yeah, you got your card, buddy. Drop your IGN.
Congrats.
Let's go. We need your IGN. TJ Demigod. Good to Neptune, says Jericho. Joseph Tamayo. Boom, baby, says TJ. Where's your IGN? TJ Demigod. There you go. That's TJ Demigod. And for our last winner, Booker.
You know, I think there's only one person that can win this last pack, and that person is the man. Not only is he the man, he's E-Man.
So what's your IGN? E-Man. Congrats, E-Man.
Congrats.
E-Man, where are you?
Not just a man, but an E-Man.
There you
Yep.
go. There you go. Where's E-Man? Congrats, E-Man. There you go. Who's that Pokemon? OMG, thank you, says E-Man. Yeah, congrats. Where's your IGN, man? Congrats. He-Man, says Kiko Kicks, Ronquillo. E-Man 1388. E-Man 13088. There you go. So we got our 10 packs winners. So hoping you got good cards that you'll be opening later on. So for those that will be opening, again, join the Discord, guys, and then in the WoO Discord, post in there the what do you call this? Packs that you'll be opening, the cards that you'll be getting once you open it. So
And may all the winners be blessed with many gold belts.
Yes.
yeah. I haven't got a gold belt on my openings. So I think this is a very what do you call this fruitful AMA. Do you have final words, Booker, before we end the stream?
Yeah, I've enjoyed this. Thanks for everyone coming out and hanging out, being a part of this, asking some great questions. If we didn't have a chance to get to your question, you can always join the Discord. Ask me anything in the Discord. I'll be answering any question, anytime, anywhere. Like the 24/7 champion, I'm always there. I appreciate you guys all for coming out. Thank you for the continued support of the project. Not only are you supporting a great Hive blockchain game, but a really good cause. Again, this is about bringing awareness to a class of workers that are being mistreated and misused, bringing more information to the forefront, showing how this is a problem and an issue, and actually helping others. If anything else, just know that the pack that you bought specifically went to help someone. That should make you
Yeah,
feel good. It makes me feel
for
really
sure.
damn good. So, again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I'll be with Perry Saturn at the end of this week. We'll be in the Discord doing a voice channel with Perry Saturn where he's going to be thanking you guys himself. Again, you guys have all of my gratitude. My heart is full. Thanks so much for the support, and we love you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome, awesome. So for more updates, guys, we'll be getting in touch with Booker. So any development, any updates with regards to this one, we could schedule another AMA. So if you have questions, we'll be having an update with regards to this one, both on the Discord and here on my channel. So hoping to get Booker in here anytime that we'll be having some updates in terms of who. So I think that would be it for this time. It's a Sunday on our part, and we are almost 11 p.m. here in the Philippines. So thank you, Booker. Thank you for your time, and then
Thank you.
congratulations to all the winners. Yeah. So I'll be sending you the packs later on after the live, and then join the Discord for Woo, and then share the cards that you'll be getting once you open for those packs. So here, plug for your social media and your channel.
Yeah, yeah. I would like to thank our guest tonight, no? Since right now I'm on the tech part. But again, thanks to Bookerman for attending this AMA. And of course to our viewers who are actively chatting in the live chat. So guys, please continue it, and hopefully we'll get to have more of this in the future. For right now, I really gave the floor to our guest speaker so that he can talk about the project and you guys can understand what this project is all about. And of course, for the next upcoming live streams, I will be here as well to assist Ultimate XAMA. And at the same time, if we can ask questions, just ask questions. So you can follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at John F. Dong. So that's it for me. Back to you, Ultimate X Gaming.
Yeah, so that will be it for us, guys. So we'll be having some updates. So I'll be getting in touch with Booker. So that's it for us. Thank you for a fruitful AMA. Thank you, Booker. Thank you for everyone who's in the who's been watching